A dramatic start to leg one of the Ocean Race Europe in Field resulted in 2 of the 7 Elite Mocha teams retiring from the leg, meaning only 5 teams made it to the finish in Portsmouth. After a dominating performance in leg 1, Biotherm sit firmly at the top of the leaderboard with 9 points, 7 for the leg and 2 bonus points for the scoring gate shortly after the start. The experienced outfits of Team Militia and pre-race favourites Paprec Arkéa are tied on 6 points, with the 2 newly formed teams Water Positive and Team Amala in 4th and 5th. After their early retirements, Wholesome PRB and Alagrande Mappe Racing failed to take any points, and while leg 1 played out on the open ocean, both teams were in a frantic race of their own to repair their boats and make it to Portsmouth for the start of leg 2. Arriving with only hours left until the start, the full fleet of 7 Imocas lined up for the next leg from Portsmouth to Cartagena. Measuring 1,400 nautical miles, leg 2 is the longest of the race and has an additional scoring gate, offering up points for all 7 teams who cross the line at the Porto gate. The Royal Yacht Squadron and Cows set the fleet on their way out of the Solent, Biotherm and Paprec Arkéa taking the points for first and second through the early scoring gate. In perfect ocean racing conditions, all of the Imocas were up on their foils early on and blasting across the English Channel for the corner of France. Biotherm and Paprec Arkéa were the first to arrive at Ushant, the gateway to the Bay of Biscay, but as daylight revealed the island, the wind shut down and allowed the trailing teams to close in. Johan Richomme, in his local waters of Brittany, could only watch as his team dropped from first to last place. For the first time in the race, Water Positive are leading the fleet, but they struggle to navigate the strong currents in windless conditions around the islands, and all 7 teams find themselves grouped closely together, waiting for the wind to fill in. The tricky conditions around Ushant are still not finished with their reshuffling of the standings, and Water Positive's lead is short-lived, with Biotherm moving up into first place.
Ça n'a pas l'air très fort devant, mais je pense un petit 50 max.
On est tous à vue au large de Ouessant et c'est la suite qui va décider qui va gagner l'étape. C'est pas évident, mais en tout cas là, le premier objectif de lundi, c'est de traverser cette transition. Le vent est plus faible que prévu et les transitions sont plus longues que prévu. Pas des conditions hyper simples, mais il faut essayer juste d'optimiser ce qu'on a et aller le plus vite possible. Voilà, on va faire au mieux.
The sun is shining, wind is building slowly, flat sea state, perfect sailing.
Wakey.
You have a good sleep?
Yeah, really good. Then I wake up and we're second. We are the fastest of the fleet. That's good. Very good. Very, very good. Everything can change in a couple of hours.
Okay.
It's very close competition, eh? Like every minute is counting here. No room for mistakes.
That water, sunny skies, going fast, going well on the others. I mean, it's very close. Each play will still. Lots to fight for.
pretty first part of the day with light wind, and now we have a bit of breeze. But for now, we are enjoying really nice sailing conditions. We are checking the speed of the other boat with this little tool, and for the first time in this race, in this leg, we are faster than everyone. So I'm just releasing and pulling, releasing and pulling, releasing and pulling. Yeah, but it's just you have to do it the right way. You can't pull if you haven't released. That's cool.
Là c'est un gros bord de reaching, j'essaye de gratter un peu ce que je peux en glissant et en gardant la speed. Mais là on est en train de tomber dans une molle donc c'est moins cool qu'il y a 5 minutes. Je galère un peu. Il manque juste 3 nœuds pour que ce soit vraiment génial.
The beginning of the Biscay this morning, we were all the fleet all together in west side. It was pretty cool. We managed to be close to the other, and now we're actually trying to catch them. We're slower than them on those conditions, much slower. So it's hard for us to have the same speed. But we're pretty happy about the boat because actually we've never been that fast on those conditions. So it means that we're pushing a lot. It's that flat sea, 12 knots of wind, reaching, and we're heading at 20 knots of average boat speed, so it's pretty good in 12 knots of wind for us. The others are at 25, but that's another story.
After being caught out by the wind and tide in his home waters off Brittany, Johan Richome's Paprec Arkéa had dropped from first to last place. But the pre-race favourites are already starting to claw back places, and before the island is a dot on the horizon, they have already reeled in Team Amala, moving up into 6th position.
On est intouchable quand ils volent en total, personne fait ça. Mais bon, il faut les conditions, c'est le problème. Allez, ouais, vas-y un peu plus.
On avait le temps de manger ici. Attends. T'es à l'apéro tranquille.
Mec, c'est un enfer, je sais que de bouffer.
Balcon.
C'est un enfer. Tu sais pourquoi je bouffe?
Pourquoi?
Parce que t'as des mecs, comme Pascal par exemple, tu vois, ils se bouffent les ongles et les doigts. Moi du coup, vu que je veux garder mes doigts, bah je grignote quoi. Le stress.
Biotherm, Wholesome PRB and Team Militia lead the fleet across the Bay of Biscay, trading places throughout the day. Varying wind conditions have made progress at the tail end of the fleet difficult, resulting in Team Amala and Alagrande Mapi falling off the back of the sailing peloton.
We are not having the luck with us, or we don't sail very clear, let's say, very clean. We did some mistakes and it cost us some miles on the fleet. They are sailing very, very good, and we have to invert the currents, let's say. So we are hoping to have some more wind down Portugal. It will be nice. I think that will be very, very nice, the flyby to Porto.
So we are just about to deploy our Soup drifter buoy. It's a prototype firstly, so it's just an initial test, and basically it's going to measure the surface currents by drifting around and sending a GPS position every 15 minutes or so. So we're going to just activate it now with this magnet, and then we're going to go to the back of the boat and pass it up, throw it off, and then send to the scientist its position. Ah, what a beautiful day in the Bay of Biscay. Good luck, little boy. Let's go. Good luck. There we go. You can see the anchor floating now.
Nice.
Cool. Done.
Well done.
Let's go.
Stars are insane tonight. And the Milky Way is a lot of shooting stars. And a lot of satellites, huh? It's beautiful. I love these moments the most.
Into the third day of racing on leg 2, and the fleet has passed Cape Finisterre at the end of the Bay of Biscay. Biotherm and Wholesome PRB are still duking it out at the front, but behind them Paprec Arkéa have managed to sail their way back into third, passing Team Militia.
Il y a un gros nuage dessous. On a 18 nœuds. Optime 17, après tous les autres ils sont en dessous de 14.
They're just pulling the stick to try and get over the top of us. They're sailing faster and lower. They passed maybe 200 metres in front of us. And we're positioning ourselves a little bit to windward of them, tactically. And it's cool, super close racing, and it's really cool to be so close to them. Because they're fast in these conditions, and they were fast in the first leg.
Who are you spying like that? Spying on the competition. To see if they're making any changes, because they're a little bit faster at the moment than us. And I don't trust it.
Oh, so big!
Wow!
We're going west around a virtual mark, and we should be going quite fast right now, reaching, but the wind's not playing ball as it should have been, so we're really slow. But hopefully it'll pick up very soon, and then we'll get to Porto on time.
Led by Biotherm, the fleet are racing west towards a turning mark out into the Atlantic, with Wholesome PRB chasing hard in second. Paprec Arkéa, after an incredible catch-up from last place, are now firmly in third, but are still 10 miles behind Wholesome. Team Militia are the fourth boat to round the mark, followed by B Water Positive and Alagrande Mappe. As the fleet begin to close in on the scoring gate, Team Amala still haven't managed to reach the turnaround point for Porto.
Small recap of the situation on board Amala. We're doing some super small progress towards the virtual waypoint that we're going to cross before heading to Porto. So these waypoints were passed by the leaders of the fleet yesterday evening, and they were going super fast with a very nice wind. And because we're a bit slower with our boat, we missed this wind, and it's only dying from here. So we've got no wind at all, and now we have nothing. So while the other ones are enjoying Porto or trying to get there, we're completely stuck here in the Atlantic.
fantastic start in the Solent. We took the 2 points and we took the advantage just before Finisterre. So yeah, it's good, and yeah, we are really happy on the boat. It's working together really well. It's perfect.
Arrivé deuxième, mec, deuxième. Progression de 1 point. We won second this time because we lost a lot of miles in at the tip of Brittany with the tidal gate, and that hurt us quite a bit because we were in the lead, and we've been fighting ever since to come back, and we had a wonderful night, you know, catching up Melidia and then Holcim, and pulling away you know, some miles, putting some miles on, so it's great, yeah, great news for us.
Significant improvements from leg 1 for us, and some more improvements to be made. So this is only halfway on the leg. We've got to go now all the way around into the Mediterranean to finish in Cartagena. So yeah, some points on the scoreboard for us, which is good. But another 3-4 days of racing left to go on this leg.
We're very happy to be back in the race, and especially after what happened in the first leg. We finished 3rd. Of course, there's room for improvement, but we're happy so far.
Yeah, hold on, part 1.
Well,
Part 1.
Just halfway.
It's alright, let's see what we can do.
It's only halfway.
I think we really expected a bit more from this, from that first half of the leg. We really felt like we were in the fight all the way up until last night, and then one small mistake, and we got totally burned for it. And you know, it was just you know, really goes to show how close this racing is.
Our first goal was to finish, to enjoy being at sea, having a boat in all its pieces at the arrival, and that's it. Then the race was quite difficult for us, very difficult. We had some very good moments, and then maybe 1 or 2 options didn't pay, and we paid very high price.
Unlucky with some light winds, and then we made a mistake on our sail choice after we rounded the second waypoint. So we're glad to be here. It's been a leg of learning for us, but a little bit of disappointment really.
Continuing their total dominance of the race, Biotherm take the top spot again. After an impressive comeback from last place, Paprec Arkéa have squeezed in ahead of Wholesome PRB, dropping them to 3rd, an equally impressive achievement after Wholesome's retirement from leg 1. After the points from the Porto scoring gate have been added to the overall leaderboard, Biotherm have opened up a 5-point gap over second, with Paul Meya's team taking maximum points from every scoring opportunity so far. Paprec Arkéa's late comeback and second at the Portsmouth scoring gate moves them into 2nd place on 13, with Team Militia in 3rd on 10 points. Be Water Positive are in 4th, while Wholesome PRB, who missed out on points after retiring from leg 1, jump up into 5th spot. Team Amala, who despite still being becalmed out in the Atlantic, will take the last remaining point for 7th at the flyby and move up to 6th overall. While Alagrande Mappé Racing, also crossing their first finish line of the race, collect 3 points, leaving them bottom of the table for now.
Tu vas faire quoi, Marie-Belle? Je vais essayer de prendre une douche et de gérer ça.
The rules of the flyby stipulate the teams must restart exactly 3 hours after crossing the finish line, giving them just enough time to regroup on land before they start the second half of leg 2 to Cartagena. And as the 3-hour countdown hits 0 for Biotherm, they are the first to restart, and it's straight back into race mode.
Really good to start the second part with a little advantage. So it's the first part of the race, really windy downwind. really fast, and probably another race when we're gonna reach Gibraltar to Cartagena with a tricky race. But yes, more advantage you have, more you're happy. So we are really happy. But we try to stay focused and to take another point, max of points in Cartagena, but will be hard.
Elles sont la côte portugaise avec belles conditions, du soleil, du vent, particulièrement bardé, c'est génial.
Laurent, on va me tuer.
Night sailing, first night sailing is incredible because you look out at the sea and it's like you're in the sky. Everything's black, you've just got this trail of weight behind you. The sensation of speed is unbelievable.
The fourth night of racing sees some of the highest speeds of the Ocean Race Europe so far, and relishing in the conditions overnight, Paprec Arkéa have managed to reel in Biotherm to retake the lead they lost 3 days previously at the island off Brittany.
Ça bosse par là. On fait cap vers Gibraltar. On a un vent qui n'est pas prévu. On arrive à décrocher les autres. C'est parfait.
As the fleet prepare their tactics to line themselves up for the pinch point at the Strait of Gibraltar, Team Amala have arrived in Porto 18 hours after the leaders.
We're in Porto. We had great wind over the night to go all the way, but there is no wind along the coast, so it was a little bit long to reach the line. Then we waited for 3 hours, and now we took the start again for the second part of the leg. Still in no wind, so it looks like everything is going against us on this leg.
By the time Team Amala restart for the second part of leg 2 to Cartagena, they are over 400 nautical miles behind the leader Paprec Arkéa, who still have 450 miles of racing ahead on leg 2. With the narrow Strait of Gibraltar to navigate and light winds forecast in the Mediterranean beyond, Paprec Arkéa's lead of 4 miles is a fragile margin to protect. The next 2 days of racing will be pivotal if the chasing pack are to stand any chance of turning the tide on Biotherm's total dominance so far. Join us for more onboard action in the Ocean Race Europe next Tuesday to find out if Paprec Arkéa are on the comeback trail or if Biotherm can retake the lead and continue their clean sweep.